Sex Saturdays is sponsored by Sex God Male Enhancement Capsules. Available in 50 capsules and 100 capsules. Shipped all throughout the United States as well as international. One flat fee. Also, Sex Goddess Female Enhancement Pills. Also in 50 capsules and 100 capsules. Very good to spice up the, your love life and your energy levels in the bedroom. Also, we have other products available on owlsherbs.com. Check them out today. What's going on? Um, Basically, this is gonna be like it's gonna be a combination of basically me eating my late dinner and me doing a live stream. So some people call that a mukbang, but I mean I normally don't do this, but you know what I'm saying. It's a late dinner. So tonight's topic is the different types of women. Okay, different types of women. We got in a picture here. Um, Different shades. You know, I would like to know more or less what you prefer. Do you like vanilla? Do you like chocolate? Do you like honey, coffee, or caramel? Okay. What do you like? And I'll tell you my preference. Okay. Primarily, I like all of them, but most of the women that I choose, I would say, is honey, caramel, and vanilla. Is usually what I choose. Like I've been with all of these shades, but normally most of the women I choose out of all of these women is vanilla primarily. Um, and I think it's something to do with like it's psychological because most of my mother's side of the family is light skinned. My grandmother is light skinned. My great grandfather is light skinned. So it's like if you know anything about Freud, um, people kind of tend to date or be attracted to women that are very similar to who they grew up around. Okay, so um, I don't know. I mean, I like there's some things I like about light skinned women. Like I like the olive colored titties, the nipples, the like light brown nipples. That's something that kind of turns me on a little bit. Um, I don't know, man. I mean, I like all shades. I've been with women that's like more or less my shade, like caramel. Um, I've been with a lot of women that's been my complexion or even darker. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's not necessarily what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about colorism. That's not what I'm talking about for this live stream. The different types of women more or less has to do with their personality. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm going to be talking about. And yes, this food is really, really good. If you're from the Chicagoland area, you already you know about sharks. You know what I'm saying? You already know. We got a Harold's not too far away from here, but I think they closed. One of the things I can't wait to do when I get the money that I want, I'm gonna open up a Harold's. You know, that's one of the things I want to do. Mm, mm. I try to be more formal and stuff like that, but I'm like, you know what? It don't even matter. It don't even matter. Like, it really don't. Mm. Mm, mm, mm. But that's the thing with me though, right? Being me, with the women I do be with, they eat well. They eat good. Food ain't no problem, you know what I'm saying? I can cook or I can choose, we can select the best takeout, you know what I'm saying? Um and I'm willing to go far. I'm willing to go shit about an hour away, you know, go downtown, grab something, you know what I'm saying, take it back. Um I'm not gonna say I'm a foodie, but I do like good food. I mean, food is part of culture. You know what I'm saying? Like culturally, food is a cultural thing. So I do like good food. You know, that's a given. Some men are really into women. They got to know how to cook and stuff like that. Um, I don't think like I most of the women I get with they know how to cook. Um, because like cooking is a cultural thing. You should know how to cook. Um, even a man should know how to cook. You should know how to make more than tacos. After you get, if you get older than 25, you should know how to work a grill. If not nothing else, you should know how to go outside as a man, start a fire. If you eat meat, whatever. If you want to roast some vegetables, if you're a vegan, that's fine too. Um, you should know how to light a fire and cook something. You know what I'm saying? Barbecue something. You know, that's what you should know how to do. All men should know how to go outside or light up a grill, some charcoal, some hickory wood, and barbecue. And that barbecue better be seasoned good. And your woman, she gonna absolutely know she got a man. Even if you ain't picked right, she still gonna understand when God called her home and she said you know, he gonna be like, God gonna be like, I sent you a man. What happened? You know, I mean, that's on her, but you can still be who you are no matter what. So I grew up in a family, man. Everybody cooked, man. My father cooked, my mama cooked, my sisters cooked. I mean, we start cooking at an early age. You know, it's just how it was, man. So the different types of women, okay? Basically, um, there's 12, but we're gonna talk about about 14. We're gonna try to get through 14 tonight. Might have to do a part two. We'll see how it goes. All right. So first first one is a family woman. Number one, the family woman. The family woman. you know, family woman, okay? Um, that's the first woman. This is the kind of woman is very emotional. She is very attached to every member of her family. You will come to identify her because she keeps telling you about her cousins, her relatives, you know, to her significant other. She's a family woman. They usually take a firm stand on political and equality issues. They're kind of conservative. This is the first type of woman, the family woman. You know, when I read this initially, very much so, that's how my mother was. My mother was like that. My mother was pretty much a family woman. She's very much into family. Um, she'd be the one that kind of keep everybody connected to each other. She was like kind of the glue that connected all of the family members together. You know, she was a family woman. I would say, as a man, if you want a traditional type of woman, there you go. The family woman is probably what you want to look into. The family woman. Because she ain't going to be trying to get no divorce and all that. All easy and willy-nilly. Because she cares about her family. She doesn't want to embarrass her family. Okay? So you'd have to go really to the extreme in order to do that. The family woman. And then another thing about women like this, they want to have, more than one kid. They want to have more, they want to have, kind of a typical large family. They, may want to have at least 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 kids, where the modern woman, she only probably wants to have 1 or 2. The family woman, she wants to have, as many as you can give her. Um, she wants to have a kind of she's comfortable having, more than 1 or 2 children. If that's what you're looking for, the other types of women, maybe they only want to have, 1, maybe 2, and then that's it. They retired. That's all they want. Family woman, she probably more or less is going to want to have more than 2, for sure. Possibly 3, 4, or 5 and up, if that's what you're looking for. If you're looking for to create the Jackson 5. So, yeah, that's number 1. Family woman. This kind of goes with it. The second one. The second one kind of goes along with it. But it's a little different. Mommy type. Okay. It says, you will not recognize her instantly. This is the kind of woman that possesses motherly instincts that come out during a delicate, sensitive stages of your life, that they genuinely care in nature. For example, if you miss her text after reaching home, expect a minimum of 10 calls waiting for you. If you get a cut, she's gonna try to, give you first aid. She's a mommy type. I kind of think about, I don't know if I've been with a woman that was like that. I've been with a chick. I remember like the first night, it was like a one night stand, and she just started. I was away at college. I was like 18, and she cleaned my apartment. She cleaned my my room, and I was like, that was the first time somebody ever did that. It was kind of tripped out. She cleaned my bathroom. She's organizing stuff. I was like, wow, okay. Maybe she was a mommy type. Maybe that would classify as a mommy type. That kind of goes with the first one, which is the family woman. It kind of goes with that because definitely, I think that kind of goes with the first one. The family woman, the mommy type kind of it kind of flows with the family woman. But they're 2 different women though. Because I'm not gonna say that my mother was like no mommy type like that. Like she did have certain elements like that, but nah, she wasn't like that. I know women like that. I know I've seen my friends have mothers that was like that. Those women, these types of women tend to, I'm not gonna lie, they get good men. These women, they tend to do well with men because the women that I can recall that are like this, they they get men that basically are like kind of like high, I would say high value men. They have like a nice big lavish estate or a deluxe home, big kitchen with an island. The types of women that are like mommy types that's like kind of like, I remember my friends might have had one, their mom was like that. From what I recall, typically their mother was she had a husband that was providing for her really really well. She had, they had a deluxe house, a kitchen with a small island, stuff like that. um a lot of women like this, they have like some type of daddy, it's like a daddy mommy relationship, like they both take care of each other. um they live pretty good because, see, here's the thing with women, right? And men know this. If you got a good woman, it's like having a superpower. Like you can go out in the world and you just want to, you just want to take care of business. You want to just take on the world. Having a woman is constantly tending to you. Giving you what you need, giving you good coitus, giving you um good fellatio without you having to even ask. I remember one time I was watching the NFL playoffs, so I was watching a game, and one of my ex girlfriends, I was living with her at the time, like whenever pretty much, and I remember I was just watching the game, and basically like I just was just sitting on the couch. I mean, it was like a futon, I think, or something. I don't know, but what I do know is she just whipped my joint out and just started going to town on it. And I was like, wow. Um, the game definitely wasn't important at that point. When we moved to the bedroom, I mean, well, the bed. And yeah, I mean that type of stuff, man, can really recharge you, can really motivate you. You know, another thing was, I remember I was really horny in the morning, and I mean I was a full fledged entrepreneur at this time, and I had a computer store. I had a little futon in the back and whatnot. I remember I was real horny in the morning, and she usually go catches a little kind of like a transit van or a bus or something. It takes the people in the apartment building to the train. She didn't just leave out the house. She took her clothes off, what I'm saying, gave me, what I'm saying, some fellatio, and let me, what I'm saying, pound one out real quick. What I'm saying? That, it just, that's the type of stuff, man, that a man appreciates, that's very appreciative. So the number three is hustler. I'm trying to get these moving along quick. So it says this is the kind of woman that's very hardworking by nature. Her priorities will always be her dreams. Don't misjudge, doubt her if she cancels a date for any assignment to work. Okay, so this is the hustler chick. Okay, this is like the boss babe. Now, this is a lot of women. It's a lot of women are like this. Um, yeah, they legit. They're really into their business. They're into their side hustles. Their you know stuff that they're selling, the stuff that they're into. They're legitimate. Now they not not all of them are good at doing it, but you got some that are really motivated. They trying to be the next Oprah, Madam C.J. Walker, and some hustlers out there, and they're trying to get it. They trying. It's different than corporate America. It's not the corporate chick. No, I'm not. Don't confuse yourself with that. It's the chick that she might work in corporate America, but she got a side business. She's selling something. She's selling clothes. She's selling whatever, weaves, lashes. She's selling candles, soaps, crochet, you know, crafts, stuff like that. And she's hustling. She's trying to get these things off the ground. She's trying to sell these things. She's trying to live her dreams, whatever that is. These types of women, they go into the business world, the entrepreneurial world. Um, for me, I like these women like this. Like they tend to be more straight up. They tend to tell you what it is. Okay, this is what I'm looking for. This is what I want. I'm cool with this. I'm not cool with that. They tend to have some type of guideline. Um, they might be looking for. They might be hypergamous because they're looking for someone to fund their business. I mean, it's all over the place with these types of women. You see a lot of women like this in Atlanta. If you really into women like this, you go to Atlanta. It's tons of them. They're sprawling with women like this. Um, they will push you to the side for their hustle. For that hustle, they will push you to the side. They will cancel things. They're not concerned about you. They're concerned about their hustle. You come second. Their hustle comes first. That's just what you need to know about chicks like this. It's not you, it's just business. You know what I'm saying? That's just how that goes with these types of women. Um, and I'm not saying that they're not great, as far as lovers, as far as the sex. That's not what I'm saying. They could be very, very good. I mean, that could even. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I remember playing the video a couple weeks ago, and this chick was talking about how she's focused on her business. I think I even shared that either on my Facebook page or on my YouTube page. And then I hit her link tree. And okay, yeah, it's easy to focus on your business when you have a stripper bod and you look good or decent, and then you sell OnlyFans. You got an OnlyFans. Of course, you focused on your business. It's easy to be focused on your business when you got that. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, that's just. I'm like, oh, really? You just really just focused on your business, and you selling your OnlyFans content, whatever that is, and it's like, okay, um, I'm not one to knock the hustle. Okay, I'm not gonna knock the hustle. it is what it is. But you just gotta understand that these women are very much hustle oriented. They will do the they will give you the fire in the bedroom. They do have fire and desire, but just understand that they hustle comes first. Okay, that's all you need to know about women like this. It's not you, it's just business. Okay, it's just business. All right. So number 4 is Gossip Girl. Okay, so these are basically these are the women that catch up on, like I mentioned earlier, that they watch Bravo, This Housewives, Love and Hip Hop, all of the drama shows, baddies. They stay up on all the celebrity gossip, all the beefs and all of that type of stuff. They are watching all of the reality TV shows, and they can give you play by plays. These are the gossip chicks, okay? The gossip girls, okay? Um, I tend to not date women like this. When I think about it, I don't. I mean, well, my ex-wife was a little bit like that. Yeah, I would say that. Um, yeah, these types of women, they tend to like drama too much, and they try to get that shit in their life, and it's like all I can say is you probably want to stay clear of these women. If not, don't take them that serious because they always into some drama. They always looking for some tea, and they're not trying to drink it. They're just looking for it. Um, yeah, that's all I can say about these types of women. I gotta move on before I have flashbacks from watching fucking what's that show? Snapped. Snapped, man. Oh my god. This is number 5, The Listener. Okay. Yeah, The Listener. Let's see what this says. This is the favorite type of the majority of men in the world. She's always there to listen without any judgment or interruption. She is the silent observer kind. These kinds of women are introvert or ambiverts. So I'm pretty thorough with the English language, but I'm not gonna say I know everything. Okay. So this is a new word. I've seen this word before, but I gotta look this one up real quick. A person whose personality has a balance of extrovert and introvert. Oh, okay, so that'd be fucking me. Okay, ambivert, because you got introverts and ambiverts. Okay, all right. So she's basically the woman that listens to you without judgment. She listens to your stories. My one ex-girlfriend, football story. Yeah, she was definitely like that. She was a good listener. She took notes, because basically when we got down to it, after we talked for a long time, she was so good. She was having me push her head back. Just say she was taking notes too much about what I really like. Yeah, these women, man, these are the women, that like they said, that you choose, that most men like to choose, the good listener, the listener, you know what I'm saying? Because see, what's the problem that men have with women, right? What are some of the complaints that men have about women? She doesn't listen. She's hard-headed. She does not listen, right? Well, when you got someone that's a good listener, that's kind of rare. That's a good thing. That means she's logical. She's a thinker. She can process information. She can listen. You know what I'm saying? That's a really good quality, for women to have, because not all women, some women you could tell they don't like listening to men. Like and you can even, women will tell you, they'll make posts online, they'll make posts, they'll say, damn, when I start listening to a man, I just start to fade out. I just start to fade to the black. I start to hear, it's kind of like when you're watching what the Snoopy or whatever, the what is that, the show, the shit, I can't remember. It's not my generation. It's more or less my parents' generation. But um, basically, you got Snoopy and all of the other characters. Like the dude, the guy, the little boy's mother, she would just talk like wham 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 wham. Like that's how some women, when they hear men talk, that's what they think, like wham 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 wham. Like they're not listening to what a man has to say, because they just tone out for whatever reason. They just be like, damn, this man is talking again. Oh my God. Some men are like that. When they hear women talking, they just have a meltdown. They just go berserko. And it's like, it just something, I guess people's brains are wired, whatever the case may be. It is what it is. But yeah, to have a woman that's a good listener, that is a good thing. That's a good thing. All right, moving along. Okay, number 6. Okay, we got the superwoman. Okay, superwoman. All right, she's a superwoman. She's got a cape on. She's trying to save the day. It says, what does it say about the superwoman? Okay, this is interesting. These women are upgraded versions of hustler types. Yes, they do work hard, but they will never let you know what they are going through. They are emotionally convincing, hence they hardly lose their calm during the emergency. They're experts in multitasking and hiding their emotions. If you have found someone of this kind, then you need to be careful about your actions, because no matter how strong they are, they will also need someone to look after them. Okay, so this kind of reminds me of my sister. You know what I'm saying? My sister that passed away, she was kind of like this. As far as like other women that I can just like that, I'd have to think about it. Damn, like superwoman. I probably came across some. I'm pretty sure I've came across women like that, but yeah, I could just say they tend to be very, very independent, like highly independent, but they're independent and they do it well. Like I did a live stream the other day, and I talked about, basically women. This one woman that was like basically uh just chasing her tail. She was doing lifts, she was trying to cater, and she could barely make ends meet. Women like this that I can recall, even my sister, they did very well as far as managing everything, making sure things was getting paid. They lived above average as far as their other women, like they're able to take care of their car, they're able to take care of their house, they work, what I'm saying, they're able to, what I'm saying, be independent, what I'm saying, like they're able to manage things and stuff like that. Whereas other women, you know they're not able to do that. They're struggling. What I'm saying? These women, they go out every day, they work, they, work for years, and they're consistent. What I'm saying? They're like, what I'm saying, pretty much like they say, super women, right? So yeah, they're if they got a business, they're trying to, like they're doing seminars, they're doing live streams, they on this platform, they on that platform, they all over the place. They got this business, they got that business, they selling real estate. They like, it's a chick that I'll follow on Facebook. She's like this. She sell real estate. She work in IT. She got a course. She do live streams. She do posts. She's a mom. She, you know, she's an interior designer. I mean, it's like, yeah, it's like that, man. You know, women like this, like again, they really money motivated as far as entrepreneurial motivated, you know, financially motivated. They tend to do better with men that are of the same ilk. You know, a leader, someone that's a, you know, kind of a high value man that leads her and leads the business, because they're both like kind of like a power couple. So that's typically how that works with that. So number 7, oh, this is interesting here. This is very interesting. I don't know how many times I've met women like this. Oh my God. All right, Miss Perfectionist. Miss Perfectionist, right? All right, so you know, the woman with all the positive habits, positive, disciplined life, clean home, hygienic environment, healthy eating habits, and focused on goals. You're making the wrong choice if you are exactly the opposite to her. Compatibility is going to be a significant issue. But if you're looking to improve your current lifestyle, then this is the kind of woman is your best choice. Okay, okay. So basically, yeah. I will say this, right? Because if you kind of rough around the edges, you kind of rough around the feathers, you know, these types of women will kind of they will motivate you to, you know, tighten up, sharpen up. They'll motivate you to organize your life, to get things together. You know, they will you know, motivate you to get things together, you know. These women are very good at doing that. These are the women that'll keep the house, you know, tidy, organized, and neat. They'll get on you if you don't keep things tidy and neat, you know. So if you're rough around the edges and stuff like that, they're gonna get on you. This is the type of woman, she's gonna be nagging you because you left your boxers in the bathroom and you didn't put them in the hamper. You know, you didn't put the seat down. You know, these women is absolutely what you need in order to keep your life squared away. If you're a person that's got a messy house or messy apartment, you need a woman like this. You know what I'm saying? This is what you need on your team to help you, you know, square up, you know, get your life together, get your house organized, you know, um, get things, you know, neat and tidy and orderly. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times, as men, you know, we tend to slack on that. You know, if anything that men have a problem with, is definitely if you know, being neat, organized, and tidy. Um, you know, and just sharp with everything, you know. And it's a lot of women that are like this, like really, they're really perfectionists about a lot of stuff. Some of the women put on the front. They act like that in person, but then when you go to their house, she got shit all over the place. The bathroom looks like a wreck. You know, it's got wigs all in the wig hair, weave hair in the sink. You know, some of the women, they do put on the front, you know, and they act like they're perfect. But then you go see how they live. It's like, oh shit. You know, you might even see a couple, you know, cockroaches running around, you know. So yeah, I guess you got fake perceptionists, you know, or perfectionists, you know what I'm saying, in that mix as well. But yeah, women like this, I know personally, I know my aunts like that. Um, Everything is like picture ready at any given time. Everything is well put together, well organized, neat and tidy. Women like this tend to they like I'm gonna tell you, like women like this, if you leave something out, they gonna throw it in the garbage. If you went and bought if you went to the rib shack the night before and you left your ribs on the table, they might not put them in the refrigerator. They might just throw them shits in the garbage. And then you're gonna be pissed. You're gonna get off, you're gonna come back from fishing or whatever, hanging with the fellas or whatever you do, and then you just taste them ribs on your tongue. Soon as you hit the door, you don't see them on the table. You're like, baby, where my ribs at? She's like, what ribs? It's like, you talking about that white bag that was on the table? Yeah, I threw them in the garbage. He like, oh shit, god damn it, my damn ribs, man. You done threw them in the god doggone garbage. It's like that type of stuff, man. Leave your socks out. She gonna be beefing with you for a whole week about you leaving your socks, and what I'm saying? It's just they have a higher standard, but it's good because a lot of times men need women like this. Like they might, what I'm saying, you might not need no woman to cook for you and nothing like that, but you need somebody to clean after your nasty ass, and it's like, yeah, you need you know what I'm saying? This is somebody you might want to, keep on the team, you know what I'm saying? All right. Let's see here. So, we got number 8 is Panda Girl. Never heard this one. Okay, so this is interesting. Okay. So Panda Girl is the name itself brought a smile on your face, right? She's the one cute, lazy sloth bear who can be your great partner in crime to hang out with. Your weekends will never be the same after you found her. Get ready for disappeared hoodies, unlimited pizza deliveries, and binge watching during the weekends. If you're too lucky, then she will also be your video game and watching cricket match partner. Okay. All right. Okay. Um. Yeah, it was kind of like my ex-wife. Yeah, it was pretty similar. That's what they mean by Panda Girl. Somebody's just gonna basically hang out with you, shoot back, put your feet up on the weekend, Netflix and chill. Hang out. Your buddy. You know what I'm saying? Um, all I can say is just if you gonna go that route, make sure she's not toxic. You know what I'm saying? She's respectable. She listens to you. She's not subprime. That's all I can give you as far as a tip in that regard. Whatever woman you choose, man. If I put you up on game and you listen to me and you go out and get you a damn subprime woman, and I already gave you the game for free, that's your dumb ass fault. You know what I'm saying? I done set up here many nights and I told you, you know what I'm saying, what to look out for. And you go out and do that shit. And you get you a subprime woman because you're desperate and thirsty. It's on you, man. You can't say nobody told you. That's all. But yeah, that's Panda Girl. Get you a Panda Girl. Panda. I got broads in Atlanta. um Yeah, so get you a panda. So number 9, some of these are like in repeat. It's kind of like, I don't know, whoever wrote this is like, I might have. Let me see here. Let me read this. I might just change this around. Okay, I give it to them. I kind of see where they're going. Okay, so they got number 9 is boss lady. Okay, we gonna change this to boss chick. We gonna change this to boss chick. Okay, all right. So we got boss chick number 9, boss chick. So boss chick, it says, here here come the dominating ones. Ever heard of Miss Always Right? Yeah, she's the one we're talking about. Be ready to change your schedules according to her. And of course, never dare to end up with any kind of disagreements with her. But hey, if you're someone who has lost his track in life, nobody is better than her to help you get back to find yourself. She may appear like the most aggressive one, but stick to her to the end, and you may discover amazing facts about her nobody else knows. Um, so yeah, my one of my uh high school friends, he married a chick like this, like, a lawyer. She was pretty much like this. She was the boss. She made like a quarter of mil, like $300,000. Like that was like 10 years ago. He was working. I think, like, what was he doing? He was making less than $50,000 a year. So it's like 10 years ago. Um, she, basically gave him everything. They got married. She was the boss. She pretty much was the provider. Um, she was the lead provider, the lead breadwinner in the relationship. So, he pretty much, he really didn't have no dominion. He didn't have a relationship where he had dominion like that. She was the boss. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't on, he just didn't have that much to kind of like work with to, basically have as far as any type of authority, over her. I mean, he probably had a little bit. I don't know the inner details, but I remember him telling me stories about how he didn't take the garbage out, and she just, cussed him out, stuff like that. But the thing is that, yeah, these chicks, they do tend to have, not all cases, they have some type of means to hold over you or whatever, or they tend to probably make more than you make, and then they want to boss you around. And some guys are hobosexuals, or they're broke, or struggling. A woman that got a good job, she has some money saved, she got an apartment or a townhouse. You struggling living with your mama, arguing about what you gonna do next. Boss chick pull up in a BMW, X5 or whatever. You probably gonna hop in, and she's gonna be eventually bossing you around. That's all you need to know. Now, here's the thing. It's a way you deal with it, right? So this is my opinion, okay? If I would have had something to do with that relationship, if I was in a relationship like that, I would utilize, my boss chick. I would have her, basically help me, assist me into certain business endeavors, such as a laundromat, um, a 4 unit building, things like that. So I can basically, we can both make money, you know what I'm saying? And then eventually I'll make more money than her. Like, I mean, I don't know, like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, you know what I'm saying, they do things, whatever they do, but I just that's just me. I always had an entrepreneurial flair, an investor mindset. I didn't always have that, but I did learn that in my 20s. And that's what I was thinking. But I mean, people do what they gonna do. People do what they do. So they broke up, they divorced. That was that. Um, so number 8, okay, boss chick, boss lady. Okay. Number 10, moving to number 10, moving along, doing pretty good. I'm gonna try to get in and out real quick. Um, so we got drama queen. Okay, we heard that one before. As the name suggests, she's the one who will exaggerate the given situation. You won't be allowed to spend much of your time with friends. Forget about talking to other girls. Most of your time is spent in shopping malls or wiping her tears away. No matter how much possessive she is for you, this action will make you adore her even more. Okay, the drama queen. Okay, yeah. One of the reasons they do that is to manipulate you, to make things bigger. That's actually called gaslighting. Okay, that's gaslighting, to make something bigger than what it is, to manipulate you, to psychologically manipulate you. A lot of women are very good at manipulating men. They learn how to do it. They sharpen these skills over time. And if you're not aware of it, you'll get taken advantage of. That's why a lot of people on the internet and stuff, they don't like men like myself and others, because we kind of put the young guys and in between on game or whatever, to like basically show them what these terms are, like then they can look them up and be like, oh, that's what these, because men and women do that. They do a lot of gaslighting. That's what people do. And making, blowing things up to a bigger proportion, that's a form of gaslighting. Okay. If you look up the different types of gaslighting, you'll understand more of what I'm talking about. But drama queens, they tend to like to maximize situations, to dramatize them, to make them bigger, to get some type of gain. These types of women, they cry excessively to get you to do what they want them to, what they want you to do for them. These are those types of women. These are very, very toxic women. These are, it kind of goes into the dark side when you deal with these types of women. That's all I'll say with that. Number 11 is, okay, the party animal. A party animal. Okay, so these are basically women that like to party. I've dealt with a couple women like that, a few women like that, or whatever. They tend to be real loose. You know what I'm saying? That's all. Initially, that's what I know about these women. That one woman who can make you feel insecure if your personality is not understanding types, then she is the one. She spent most of her weekends um are at disco parties. She's the kind who will make time for you according to her mood. Be prepared for cancel date nights. You can try to get her involved in your inner circle of friends, which may take time, and you may not feel comfortable to anyway. Stay safe. They're really trying to get you out of there. But yeah, these are the types of women, man. They go to party, club to club, and they meet a lot of different men. And they seen a lot of different men, and they always looking for new men because they're into, kind of dealing with different types of men, kind of Sex in the City types of women. They always looking for that next fine guy or that next guy, that has something different than the other guy that they just previously met. And they're like penis samplers. They're into trying different types of penises, types of men. They look, they might get the right one, they might get a good one, and then they mess that up, and then they feel some type of way about it, but they move on. um I dealt with a woman like this. I, I can't disclose it, man. I can't disclose too much information because it's just I've talked about it, different panels with other men, but yeah, that just, this type is the reason why I pretty much started being more conservative when it comes to sex. Like I'll just say, after dealing with women like this, I learned to keep my dick in my pants a lot more, because it's to a certain extent, depending on the man, you can you mess with fire, you can get burned. Like, basically, you can get, what I'm saying, get you into some situations where you really get, you get into something, man. Sex is not something sex is serious. Basically, sex is very, very serious. It ain't casual. You basically, it's the act of making babies. Okay, you literally, if a woman wants to have sex with you, it may or may not be that big of a deal to her. I mean, but she at least wants you to mate with her. She's hot enough. She's saying, even if she's not really feeling it, she's subconsciously saying she wants to make. That's how babies are made. She wants you to make a baby with her. Now, she might not necessarily 100% want you to make a baby with her, but the sexual act, that's what can happen. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if you're not comfortable both on the same page and all of that type of stuff, you got different type of ethics and morals, that can fuck with you. That can really get you into some trouble, because you should be, with someone that is on the same page, unless you just, some people, a lot of men, I find a lot of men on the internet and stuff like that, offline, whatever, they okay with sleeping with any woman that's willing to give them some, sexual access. I myself, no, because if child support ain't gonna bother you, other things will. And the thing with me, just me personally, I don't deal with women that I don't see. I only deal with women that, honestly, this might sound tripped out, okay, especially for a man that's already, paying child support and stuff like that. It's certain women I'm okay with fucking paying the child support check. And I'm not the only man that ever said that, and I know it's men that agree with me. It's certain women I'd literally be like, okay, I'm okay with paying a child support check to. If that's where that went, if that where that goes, I'm okay with that. That might sound some simp type shit, but no, I size women up on like, if the worst thing that could happen is they gonna file child support on my ass, I'm willing to fucking risk that shit. I can look at this photo. I mean, it's a few women on this photo. I'm okay if they fucking try to take me to child support court. Is that what I want? No. But I'm willing to take that risk. That's how I look at women. If I'm not trying to be with women that I'm not willing to take a risk with. Okay, that's just how I roll, and it ain't that many women that I'm willing to take that risk with. Like, it's quite a few, but it ain't like every woman I'm willing to take that risk. And then there's certain women you can kind of tell they gonna probably put you on child support before the baby even comes. So it's like, I'll tell you, women tend to let me put this to the, put a perspective on, to give you a perspective. Women that are on a lower class than you will tend to be more child support type of, hungry and stuff like that. The lower or the similar octane scale as you are, or lower, they tend to, I would say, put you on child support or have some type of financial incentive. It depends on the type of woman, but I'm gonna tell you, most of the women that, like, for example, you seen them walking on the side of the street, and you were driving at night, and they were just walking it just so happened they was going to the convenience store or the gas station to get something, and they was going back home, and you caught them. Just go ahead, as soon as you bust that nut, go file child support on yourself, because that's what's going to happen, and that's ultimately what happened. That's a true story. One of my uncle's friends, he literally met his daughter's mother on the side of the street walking. He was just out at night driving around trying to get laid. I mean, that was just, that's what he was on. And you got to understand, a grown woman walking in the 21st century, okay, in Chicago, might I add, is probably don't have no money. They don't have $1,500 to $2,000 to get a used car. Go ahead, after you bust that nut, go ahead and pre-file child support on yourself, because that's most likely what's gonna happen. I'm just letting you know. They already don't have no money. You know that because you seen them. You literally picked them up off the street and they got in your car. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I understand. Men get excited when women don't have shit. I'm not gonna lie to you. I do have fantasies of some chick that just helped me renovate my house and then just goddamn it live in, which ain't that many women going willing to do that shit. But I'll be thinking about that shit. But you gotta understand, man, a woman is gonna deal with all of the shit that I gotta deal with. She's probably on the lower she's one, crazy, and then two, she's on a lower scale of things. You know what I'm saying? I'll just say. And she may or may not, you know what I'm saying, from that situation, file child support. I'm just saying, just to tell you, because your mama didn't tell your daddy and your uncles and your cousins and your brothers. So I'm just trying to let you know. You know what I'm saying? Um, so moving along, after the party animal, we have, okay, the fairy tale girl. The fairy tale girl, okay. Um, let's change this one. We got the fairy tale girl. Okay. So this is interesting. Okay, let's read this here. So it says the last but not least, here comes the daydreamer. Well, I got two more. It's not the last one, but she's a daydreamer. For her, logical thinking is of least priority. She's the emotional kind who breaks down quickly. If she says unicorns exist, just say yes. She still has a touch of innocence in her nature. Be there to take care of her, and she'll treat you the same. So she still wants to have tea parties. She still wants to, she still believes in unicorns and pixie dust and stuff like that. Um, probably women like this, yeah, they tend to act younger. So they'll be 35, but they talk like they're, 15. um you know um they're young spirits. Let's just say I probably would get along with women like this. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I tend to have a youthful spirit myself. um I don't think that I can't. I've dated. Well, I went on dates with women like that. They tend to act like brats. In my experience, women like this, they tend to act like brats. They're like spoiled brats. They want to have their way. They'll, kind of act weird, but they're really genuine. Women like this, you probably don't have to. I'm gonna be honest. This probably the best woman out of all of the women. Like, probably one of the best, because the reason why I say that is because you ain't gonna have to worry about her fucking your homies and fucking other dudes, because you gonna pretty much have her. She's gonna be like, it's a certain element that I don't share. It's a certain slide, and the people that have been really rocking with me for years know that other slide. I usually show two slides. I show subprime and I show prime. There's another. I'm not gonna spill all the beans, but there's a third slide that I rarely share. But this is the type that will actively join that side and go full stream with it. If you know what I'm saying, and they will go there. And the reason why they'll go there, um, I believe, is going along with that type of their nature, that kind of like fairy tale type of nature. These are the types of women I would say they will be that daddy girl for you. You know what I'm saying? They'll listen to daddy. They'll make, you know what I'm saying, they'll listen to you. You know what I'm saying? As long as you bring home, you might have to, if you got the money, you might have to go to a pony farm so she can ride a pony. I mean, you're gonna have to, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to go, you might have to go toy shopping and shit like that for a grown woman. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna lie, this probably one of the best ones, man. I no cap, man. As far as what I know, and I've been, you know what I'm saying, kind of doing a little light research or whatever. These are the women that I think I'll probably do better with. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, yeah, I mean, yeah, for sure. But I would love to know what you think. I see a lot of people watching. You know what I'm saying? I would love to know your input, as well as on the playback, what you think. I got two more. Okay, after this, and I think this will help a lot of men. That's the reason why I did this. Um, I do believe this will help. This will help a lot of men understand some things more, and figure out kind of more or less what they want. So there's a couple more that I want to talk about. that I mentioned earlier. So this is the 13th type of woman is the tomboy. Now, some of the women that I mentioned is tomboy is more of a, it's kind of a masculine, just basically men, women that act masculine and also dress like men. So they have a lot of pants. They may be wearing boots and stuff like that. They may have a tool belt, with some Timberlands. They might drive a truck. They might work for a construction company. They might know how to change brakes and pads and rotors. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this is the type, and they still women. They still can be straight. Heterosexual women. They just tomboys. They just a lot of women are tomboys. Like I did a whole live stream about tomboys. You know, they still, once they take all them clothes off, a lot of women like that are, I would say, in my opinion, a lot of women like this are tomboys that are tomboys. They're kind of like Amazons. They kind of big, kind of thick. You take them clothes off, man. Um, it's a whole lot of woman there, boy. It's a whole lot of woman, man. A whole lot of curves, a whole lot of everything, and it's big. And you like, damn, God dog it. And it's like, man, it's like Funland. It's like, damn. It's like Six Flags Great America. I want to ride all the rides. Like, and they a tomboy. They are pants wearing, masculine talking, frog, probably have a frog in their throat. Tomboy. Okay. Um. So yeah, that's number 13. The tomboy. Now, it's another woman that it's a couple more that I have to talk about before everything is said and done. Okay, because we got to make this, politically correct, and you got to make this, according to the times. We gotta make this. We gotta cover all angles here. So number 14 is fem sales. Okay, fem sales. It's like the complementary in sales. We got female fem sales. You got a lot of women, just like the men. They're not actively looking for anyone. They might be celibate for a period of time. They might be without sex for a long time, years, several years. They're fem sales. They out here. You see them every day. You just like, okay, they dress unattractive on purpose to avoid men wanting to approach them. They go out their way to look like a ugly duckling so they don't get approached by men. They may have some psychological issues or mental issues or past prior sexual traumas, such as they might have been molested at a young age or even an older age. You might have been sexually assaulted, and they're fem sales. Um, these women, you gotta still consider them because one, they might have had sex. They might be virgins. They might not. But the thing is that these women, they're not having sex with anybody. As long as they don't have any diseases, you just gotta understand you got a walking explosion on your hands. you know it's like when this woman does get some, she's going to explode. And she's not going anywhere. She's going to want you. She's going to be crazy about you. She's going to absolutely explode once she gets with you. That's all you need to, like, how you go about doing that or getting with her or whatever. That's on you. Now this goes into the last one, which is very very much into it and very much controversial. um the lesbian. Okay, number 15, the lesbian. Now, why did I talk about the femcells before I talked about the lesbians? Okay, obviously, the lesbian is basically after the femcell. Is some of them go be lesbians? They just be like, you know what? Fuck it. Nobody really wants me. I'm not going out my way, and then they just be like, you know what? I'll just go get with women. They might have the same traumas and stuff I said before with the femcells, and they'll just go ahead and just be gay, right? The lesbian is not what you think she is, though. The lesbian is a very tripped out creature, man. She's a woman, and we can have a PhD discussion on nature versus nurture. Um, I'm more of on the side with nature, okay? Because these women, they might appear as they're lesbians, but in the sexual shadow world, these women, they're not lesbians. Let's just say they're not lesbians like you think. Um, the thing about natural urges and instincts and biology, you'll be surprised. You know, the person that you think is a butch lesbian that just is unattractive by measure of trying to look like a masculine woman, what they do behind closed doors, and the type of things that they do. I'm gonna tell you something that you probably don't know. If you're young, you probably won't know this. um Lesbians are some of the freakiest women I've ever been with in my entire life. They're like super freaks. And you think, damn, how can a lesbian, a woman that is warded off men and basically deal with women only, be a super freak like that? Well, um, all I can say as far as my theory on it is the lesbian thing. I think to some women is a way for women to play hard to get. Some women, they think like men that playing hard to get is something that they should do as far as a dating strategy. That dating strategy actually only works for men. This is what women don't know. This is what their mama didn't teach them. They was listening to their mama single, mama's lifetime single, but they still listen to their mama. They don't listen to the men, because again, a lot of times they have, it's like when they hear men, it's wham, 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 wham. But the thing is this, in my opinion, a lot of that is, in my opinion, it's just my opinion. It's just another way to play hard to get, and then it just might be a thing they into. But you gotta understand these women behind closed doors. All you gotta do is go to Atlanta. Go to Atlanta, do a survey. If you bold enough, go out there and talk, because there's a lot of women in Atlanta that's in the lesbians, a lot of rainbow stuff or whatever in Atlanta. These chicks have threesomes. They have a lot of threesomes. They go into the depths of darkness when it comes to sex. Like, they have all kinds of sex. They have threesomes with men. I listen to a lot of different live streams, YouTube videos. I'm on the internet, all over the place. you like a lot of these women, they'll actually ask one of their friends, do they have a boyfriend or do they have some guy that they sleep with, so they can literally have a booty call where they can share the dude for one night. They have moments where they basically crave, men. And you're like, damn, they're lesbian. Yeah, okay. It's like my theory as far as nature versus nurture is this. Like, if you take a woman on an island and it's nobody else there, right? And she could be, whatever, celebrity lesbian you know of or think of. After, as long as food is there, water is there, everything, like nobody else is there. Like, I mean, basically, after a while, nature is going to take its course. That's why I'm more of on the side of nature. And nurture is like people believe or have the concept that you can be nurtured into that. I'm let's just say it's not. I'm not on the side of nature. I've actually been I've been I've been in nature. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is that like, yeah, that you'll be surprised, man. A lot of times you can even see it on TikTok or YouTube. A woman will be, lesbian, and then she all of a sudden she feminizes herself to be more woman, and then she puts the lesbian tag aside, and she either goes bi or she goes full straight, and starts wearing clothes, like a woman dresses. It's a tripped out thing. If you bored one day, just just get some popcorn and then check it out. You know what I'm saying? It's some entertaining shit there. But anyway, I'm gonna get up off of here. I've said quite a bit. I don't really have that much stamina to go this evening for longer than what I think I was doing, like averaging about 2.5 hours, maybe even 3. I'm just pretty much gonna close out with this one. Like, share, subscribe. Hit the put something in the comment section if you agree with anything, if you got any inputs. I'm out of here.